Hey, Easy Agent Pros, welcome to this episode of EAPTV. I'm going to talk about blog and landing page ideas. Tony asked us a question about how to come up with good blog ideas, and we're going to look at some local newspapers and what you can do to find good blog ideas in real estate. Let's get into it. So we all know that your website, you need to get traffic there in order to get leads. It's a great, easy way to get real estate leads these days. But it can be a little hard to get started writing things on your site or making videos that are actually interesting, right? I see so many real estate agents write the 10 ways to sell your home for more, or these really bland blog ideas. And one of the easiest things you can do, I'm going to give you two examples of ways that you can get better blog ideas, better stories out there, things that get you more attraction and more marketing people and thus more leads in your real estate business, is to just steal stuff straight up from your local newspaper. This is a copy of the Kansas City Star. I read the newspapers on weekends, and I was reading this one. As you can see, it says, "As rent spike, dreams dashed," right? And they actually talk about and do a statistical study about how, and this happened in, it's happened in Denver, it's happened in Omaha, happened in Chicago, and all these Midwestern cities, and in the East Coast cities too, where there's been sort of this property bubble. I'll put this graph up on the video, but basically rent prices have been climbing tremendously in these areas, and the number of rental units in those areas have gone down, right? And so you're thinking, so what? I sell houses. I don't rent houses. This right here has so much potential for an interesting real estate marketing blog. You can do tons of studies on how rents have gone up, right? What's that mean? You probably should own your house. Like if you would have bought a house 3 years ago, you would be paying now the same mortgage price every month. It wouldn't have gone up. But if you started renting 3 years ago, according to this, your rent probably went up, close to $150, $200 based on where you're renting in, right? And so you can use that data that you found from just an article, and there's your blog for the week. Another thing that I see, and I brought my laptop here so we can talk about this, is the lack of specific nature in which you make a blog. So let's take a really just generic example, something that every real estate agent probably has talked about, why you should make these home renovations, right? You can do the 10 home renovations to sell your house for more. Those are just things that you'll see out there on a blog, on a video, things that real estate agents will talk about, and that's really kind of boring, right? That's passe. If that was 2000 or 1990s, that stuff would kill it online, but not right now. So let me just read you. Here are 6 headlines that you could use instead that are more interesting, more interactive, and generally will convert better to leads. For example, you can go a money route, right? How I made $37,000 last year by doing micro renovations, right? You're talking about how you made money rather than like the 10 ways to renovate your home. You could go romantic, my wife's happiest moment, how a $3,000 renovation made our life better. You could go with the children, right? 10 lessons learned from having my kids paint the house. Right? That's way more interesting and engaging than the one that we started out with. Learning how to redo your kitchen this weekend on a budget. You could do tragedy. 100,000 people lost money on their home sale this month. Don't follow in their footsteps. You could do hilarious story. My friend was so jealous after she saw my new bathroom design, right? Life-changing story. I made this small change to my closet and it changed my life forever. You can take these tactics, right, and apply it and make it more specific and more data-driven. If you're looking to have a landing page that converts, if you're looking to have a blog post that converts, and whether that means converting into traffic or whether that means converting into leads, you literally just have to go and be specific. Like literally take your iPhone, go down the street, and ask the first 5 people, like, what are their questions about buying a home? What are their questions about closing costs? What's stopping them from, what's the number one thing that's confusing them about the rental market? What are they questions they have about where they should live? What are home prices going to probably do over the next 5 years? Ask them their questions about those things, and you're going to find really specific stuff. And the more specific you make it, just like this article, the better, right? You can then quote this article about their rental trends and make a very strong case for buying a house now and locking in that low monthly mortgage fee, as opposed to how rental prices are probably going to continue to go up because of the ongoing developments in the urban centers that are happening across the Midwest, the West Coast, and East Coast right now in the US. So I hope this helps you. I hope it helps you find like 2 or 3 more ways to make a more specific real estate blog idea or title. Really recommend going video first and going client focused first with your real estate blogs. Like, go figure out what their burning question is and answer that specifically for that one specific person. The more specific you get, it's really funny. Like, the more specific you answer Jesse's question about real estate, the better it's going to be for everyone. It's just, there's so many sayings around that, but it's really true. So I'm Tyler with Easy Agent Pro. I'll link up this article from online in the YouTube description below. Hope this helps you come up with some great blog ideas. Read the local newspaper. I'm probably the only one keeping the KC Star in business these days. So I'm Tyler from Easy Agent Pro. Thanks for checking this out. I'll see you next time.